Today we'll be taking a look at people just lying online for absolutely no reason. Compiled by people on the subreddit r/thathappened. POV, in high school, your nickname was a feeder, and now you finally understand why. No one gave positive nicknames at school. I don't know what kind of school you went to, but no nicknames were positive things. Like, the closest thing we had to this was someone at my school being nicknamed Gibby, after Gibby from iCarly, because he was a large boy. So, you know, it's not a positive nickname in the slightest. In high school, the nickname they had given me was Athena, probably because of my character strongly rich in contrast. Does that make sense? Am I having a stroke? Probably because of my character strongly rich in contrasts. That makes no sense. Am I being stupid? Please let me know. As well as the one that represents two opposing dualities, wisdom and war, discerning and courage, but also reflection. No one at your school called you Athena because of that. Like, if you were called Athena at school, it was for a negative reason. I've never liked the duality of my being, but with time and thanks to a symbol like Athena, I have learned to love him and see virtues, and there is nothing more important than accepting ourselves for who we are. Bloody hell, this goes on. She's the symbol. Oh my, I'm not reading this. Like, this just didn't happen. In 5th grade, there was a girl named Athena, and she shat her pants twice in class. I'm sorry for this girl. I hope instead of mocking her like a jackal, you helped and supported her. No, it doesn't happen at school, does it? Day one of creative writing. Girl, ain't nobody call you Athena. What exactly is your problem if my friends had given me this nickname? And then why should I lie about something that concerns my life? I don't have to show you. My friends and I don't know. This is the truth and that's enough. No, it's not. It just isn't. I've worn my MAGA hat every time I've flown for the last 4 years and got thousands of fist bumps. Never any hate. Well, there's a first time for everything. I just had the flight attendant from American Air skip me in first class when asking everyone if they wanted a drink. She asked the guy next to me and then walked away. I thought it was odd she didn't ask me. So when she came back, I asked her if I could get a drink, and in the nastiest voice, she said, "No, I'll be back for you," and then proceeded to serve the people behind me. They were in shock. I was the last one to get served, and now everyone on the plane is floored and talking about it. I'm sure there were gasps erupted around the plane when she said, "No, I'll be back for you." She left you till the end, mate. She left you to the end because of your hat. Because of your silly little hat. She left you to the end. And I'm sure that was the talk of the plane. I am officially saddened and disgusted with the state of affairs in this country. I went to the drive-thru yesterday at Wendy's to get my lemonade. I know it was a holiday, but on a very restricted diet, lemonade, one thing I am allowed to have. I get to the first window to pay, and I asked the young lady if she knew what holiday we were celebrating. She had no clue. But she did know she was getting time and a half. When I told her it was Independence Day, she didn't even know. She didn't even know to ask from whom. When I told her the British, she asked why. I asked her if she was... Okay, to be fair, if you are in America and you don't know the 4th of July is Independence Day, that's kind of mad. That's kind of bad. Yeah, it's bad. I asked her if she was still in high school, and she said she was a junior in Moon Area High School, and they don't teach history. I'm sure they do. Right, yeah, this is just made up. It's just fucking made up, innit? Like, every school teaches history. Especially in America, they're going to teach American history. I then pulled up to the window where you get your food and asked the 40-something manager what day it is, and he did announce proudly that it was Independence Day. Unfortunately, my disappointment became exponential at this point when he announced that we declared independence from Abe Lincoln. Folks, we are in trouble. I had a vasectomy. Doctor said I should have drugs to not feel the pain, but would be unable to drive home. I told him no, just do it without drugs. What? No, you did not get a vasectomy without getting painkillers. You just didn't. This just did not happen. Nurses washed my... You didn't need to say that. Nurses washed my balls, both heat and cold sensations. No erection, though. Okay. Nurses were stunning. Doctor did the vasectomy and kept raving on and on about how cool I was. We also talked about my work. I could feel every sting he made and every cut he did, but it never hurt. The doctor was like, "Oh man, you're so cool for refusing pain medication while having your balls cut open. Yeah, you're so cool, man. Oh man, you didn't get an erection, even though the nurses are hot as fuck. You didn't get an erection, man. You're so cool." My story of owning some chads at school. You just know this comes from a loser. And no functioning human in society refers to someone as a chad. Friday at school, I wore a teal shirt, blue pants, and grey shoes to lunch. And some chad, not going to say his race, but know the slur he used is culturally acceptable for him to say. Where is this going? And his friends walked past me in the hall and said, "Yo, this fella dressed like Minecraft Steve." And all his friends laughed, and then I responded, "Yeah, I am dressed like Steve. but he has a lot more fashion sense than Soldier Boy, which it looks like you are dressed as. And then they all stood dumbfounded. Needless to say, I held my head high for the rest of the day. What subreddit was this posted on? They were probably dumbfounded because that was such a bad comeback. Yes, I may be dressed like Minecraft Steve, but you are dressed like Soldier Boy. And he has no swag. Do you have a car payment? If so, how much is it? And what kind of car is it? Is this Fred's? Who uses Freds? This is a Fred on Freds. What the hell? I never thought. I don't. In doing all of these videos, I do not think I've ever seen a Freds thread. It's always Twitter threads. Wow. Wow, I'm a bit flawed at this. Imagine having a car payment. Tell me you're broke without telling me. Elaborate on the correlation between having payment and being broke. I know men who don't even look at the price of the skyscrapers they buy. Who the fuck do you know that's buying numerous skyscrapers? If someone is buying a skyscraper, they are looking at the price of it. What do you mean? Even the richest company on earth, if they wanted to buy a skyscraper, they would look at the price of it. What the fuck are you talking about? Spending billions at a time without a second thought. Who? Who are your friends? And you're out here worrying about a car payment for your 100k Tesla, are you? The poverty wagon. Why don't you just pay it off all in one? I just stood up on the train and kindly said, pardon me all, some of us have had long nights and are trying to rest. Could I ask for some mindfulness of sound? Imagine doing that on a train in the UK, on a train carriage full of teenagers. You would get fucking mountain bikes thrown at you. The train goers nodded in agreement. Now the train is nearly silent. I observed that clear communication and kindness can coexist. Nah, man, where are you? Are you in Fantasyville? If I was having a conversation on a train and someone said that to me, I'd say shut up and sit down. Oh my God, is this another Fred? Jesus. Is it picked up in popularity or something? I went to buy KFC and I realised I didn't get my change. So I asked the cashier, can I have my 5 cents change? She gave me a look that said, really? I said, before you give me attitude, remember they make millions of dollars in profit. And you're still getting a small salary. What does this have to do with your 5 cents? You could just go, can I give me my 5 cents, please? I'm owed it. The cashier responded, you're damn right. All we have is 25 cents. I replied, lovely. What? Okay. Typical incel story from an Uber driver. I remember my first 1-star rating. 2 21-year-old girls leaving a club got in my car on a 40-minute trip. For 30 minutes straight, they tried to one-up each other on how many people they slept with in the shortest period of time in the recent few months. They then apologized for their extremely vulgar conversation and then asked me my opinion on finding a husband or long-term relationship. I told them men don't find women who live how they do as wives. The one who didn't request the ride understood and asked for more advice. The one who requested the ride got super angry and I felt I had an issue with her living her life. She picked every possible negative option to go with the 1-star rating. Okay, I can kind of believe this happened. Fuck it, I believe this one happened. What is it? What subreddit is this on? Is that just like a picture of olive oil? Teen cashier. Damn, dude! Your cart has basically all the best stuff we sell. Banging fruit and veg, Greek yogurt, the good almond butter, hummus, maple spread. You hooked yourself up. Yes, dude. Yes, I did. Lol. And then the whole supermarket cheered. All the staff came out of the staff room and yeah, you got the best stuff from the shop. A LinkedIn post. How I love these. A real conversation with a candidate today. My mind is blown by how some people think. Candidate, I only want 100% remote work. Me, how long have you been out of work? Candidate, going on 4 months and running out of money fast and will barely be able to pay rent this month. Me, I have a role that is paying 10k more than what you were making at your last job and it's 2 blocks away from where you live. Nope, I want 100% remote because I was used to that at my last job. Nah, man, no one will turn that down. Me, so you were laid off from your last remote role because the company outsourced your role overseas almost 4 months ago. You don't have any money for July rent, but you are still going to hold out for remote work only. Candidate, yes! I have several offers, but turn them all down. I will hold out until I find a remote role. I will borrow money from friends and family if I have to, because I only want remote. Yeah, this didn't happen. There's no way you offer someone 10k more a year than what they were making before to go 2 blocks down the road and they turn it down. A random lady took a video of me because she thought my hair was pretty and airdropped it to me. No, she fucking didn't. That's such bullshit. That is such obvious bullshit. You're not even trying to hide the bullshit. What, she follows you around like trying to airdrop you? This did not happen. It sure did. I've done that to strangers as well when they're obviously taking pictures of themselves, and my friend just did it for someone at the beach recently. I hope you get to experience it someday. When you just follow them around trying to find which phone is their airdrop. Yeah, of course. Men, do yourself a favor. If you own an Android phone, wait until at least 3 days before using it in front of her. I can't even count on my both hands how many stories I've heard from women that curved the perfect man just because he had an Android phone. No, I mean, I don't know. I feel as I mean, everyone just uses iPhone. It's just more convenient, isn't it? Like, I mean, I'm going to get a load of Android people in the comments be like, I'm actually, my camera is really good. I'm really good for I can customize my phone to the highest spec. Yeah, you don't have iMessage, do you? Possibly my favourite grumpy teenager exchange ever on a train this week. Mum, stop kicking the chair, Tom. Grumpy teenager. Oh my god, I've told you before. Stop doxing me like this. Mum, Tom is your name. Tom, using your name in public is not doxing. This didn't happen, but this is a very funny story to make up. Your mum using your name in public is doxing you. Please don't pay me for last month, a high-performing employee told me. No, they did not. They did not tell you this. They did not ask you to not pay them. No one has ever asked their boss to not pay them. I was in complete shock. What happened? He told me his performance went down. He'd been distracted. That his head wasn't in it. Shut the fuck up. No, what? No, it didn't happen. He felt like he was wasting company resources by underperforming. To be fair, you got to give the shareholders their value. If you're underperforming, it is your duty to turn down your salary. For the sake of the shareholders, honestly, I don't care. I said, wow, good guy. Great guy here. Fantastic boss. He don't care that he underperformed. He's still going to pay him his salary. That's so kind. And showed him the company numbers from the month before. It was the holidays. The whole team was distracted. My performance went down too. It was Christmas, dude. Don't sweat it, I told him. He left the meeting relieved and, of course, crushed his numbers the next month. Didn't happen. Out of all the things that have never happened, this didn't happen the most. We got an extra topping in our pizza. I called. She says, oh, that's where my glasses went. She put her glasses in a pizza oven without realizing. Yeah, all right. Don't eat that. I've been sweaty and they was on my head. Okay, no problem. Should I just throw the pizza away? Yes, but could you drop my glasses by here? Yeah, I'm sure they sent out a pizza. I'm sure, first of all, her glasses fell in the pizza without her realizing. They put it in the oven without realizing. They took it out without realizing. And then they put it in the box and cut it up without realizing. Yeah, I'm sure all those things happen. Why would you do this for like such a stupid face? It doesn't even have any likes, I don't think. Why would you do this? You've just buried a pair of glasses in a pizza. Like and subscribe if you love lying on the internet.